I'm looking to buy a pullback on bar 34, three decent bull bars, 32, 33 closing above the moving average, and 33 completely above the moving average. So I think we flipped to always in long, arguably still in a trading range, an expanding triangle here, but strong rally yesterday and possible final flag here. Failed breakout for the bears, and then bulls got this reversal up into always in long. So I think bulls will get us at least a small second leg up, possibly test the 11 high. So that's what I'm looking for. Yesterday was a messy day for me. I didn't make a video on it because there's just a lot of talking and a lot of trades. Um, Ended up finishing down 3 or 4 points, and a lot of these are kind of in between what I normally do. So some of these are pretty standard, like buying below 11 and selling above 15. That was fine. But what I realized for a lot of these trades is once the initial breakout happens and then we don't go down right away and form a more complex correction, I don't have the clarity of the re-entry. So a lot of that is just based on what I used to do. So like selling above 41, for example. And because of the lack of clarity, I'm exiting and re-entering a lot, just too often. And so I need to fix that. I need to get clarity on the re-entry. So the first pullback like this, I'm fine with. I feel comfortable with when to enter and when to exit. But let's say, for example, we get two bear bars and then I exit at the high close for a scalp. And then I'm waiting for a two-legged pullback to the moving average, or just a two-legged pullback for a larger second leg. That's where I lose the clarity a bit. And then I'm looking for a stop entry buy. Am I looking for a breakout and follow through? That's something I have to figure out and refine a little bit. So the first entry, I feel comfortable, but that's what was happening yesterday. Is I was trying to catch the second leg from this breakout, and I just kept trying and realized that I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. Obviously, low twos and wedge bear flags, but just the actual clarity of the entry criteria is something that I was missing there. So that's something I have to work on. So there's definitely the possibility of double top bear flag 1633 for a breakout back below the moving average. But this is a strong enough move up. Really good bull bars here. I'm thinking if bears want to sell, they'll wait for a second entry sell. And we just flipped to always in long from what I'm seeing. So the first attempt back to always in short should fail. So even if we get a couple bear bars, I think we'll probably have to test up first and have the bulls fail twice and then get the bear breakout. So micro double top, 33, 35, but still haven't broken the micro channel yet. So even if we fall below 35, that's still the first entry and not a good sell signal. So I think probably buyers below 35 for one more leg up. And we didn't go below 35, so a lot of buyers there at the 35 low. Just got filled there for a little bit over 4 points. So we got the buy signal for the bull flag on 43. I didn't buy above 43. I was waiting for a second bull bar, and we accelerated up on 44. Now I'm looking to buy a pullback down to the neckline of this double bottom 41, 43. So trying to buy a one tick above the 42 high. I missed my order by a couple ticks. I'm only going to keep my order there for another minute or a minute and a half because I don't want to get filled in the last minute of the bar. Just because if it fills me in the last minute and it's already on the low at the low of the bar, we might close on the low, which lowers the probability of what I'm looking for here. So ideally, want to get filled in the next minute or so. So exactly what I said I wouldn't do, I did do. The reason was that it was still hanging around above my entry. And so I didn't expect to get filled on the bar. And I thought if it closes with a one or two tick tail, then I'll just leave my order there. And instead it just collapsed through and fell 2 points. So I kind of got, I got filled in the last 2 seconds of the bar, but I left the order there assuming that I wouldn't. So that was my fault. I should have pulled the order with a minute left and then put it back in if I needed to. So I just ended up taking a 2 point loss there. That's just completely my fault. I should have stuck to what I said. Just bought a pullback on bar 54. So possible second leg trap, one pullback, two, testing these highs. Definitely a possibility. I'm thinking that this breakout is strong enough that we'll get a second leg up from it. So a possible spike, pullback, and then channel with two pushes up. Not extremely strong, not as strong as 31, 32, 33. So it could be just the two legs up here and then we reverse down below the moving average. But I wanted to take a chance on it just because I think this is strong enough as a 5-bar bull microchannel that I thought we have to go sideways first before bears get their move down. So we'll see what 54 looks like. It has a lot of energy. It's hanging around near the low of the bar, so it is looking pretty heavy. So close right at the moving average. I think this is still a big up, big down, so not convincing on 54. I still see it as a trading range after 5 bull bars, so I think we'll probably close the gap with a 53 low, which is why I'm staying long. I'm trying to get out break even, thinking that we'll probably test the 53 low if we get follow through, or if 55 closes even as a doji or a 1-tick bear body below the moving average, I'll just exit at the market. So if 56 closes like this with a big tail, I'm going to try to buy more near the bottom of the tail if it gives me that chance. I actually should have bought the 48 high. I messed up that management. I scaled in a little bit too high. I should have had the second order at the 48 high. So hit my order to the tick, didn't fill it. I should have been long at the 48 high either way, but on that second test of the 48 high after we faded on 56, it came back down to the tick and couldn't get 1 tick below it. So that messes it up for me a little bit, because even if we get back up and test the 53 low, which I think we will, I'll just have to get out break even because I didn't manage this correctly and buy lower as I was supposed to. So it got filled, break even. So right idea, just poor management